I've been struggling to make this video for about a day now. I saw the news yesterday that the Xbox Series S is the #1 selling console for Black Friday. I understand. We all understand. We're not going to get into it. It's constrained stock and chips and blah, blah, blah. We get it. All things being equal, this would not be the case. It would not be the S sitting at the top of the Black Friday sales, and who knows if it'll sustain. But that's where we're at. A lot more people will be getting an Xbox this holiday season than probably anticipated it. The ones who wanted the Switch, or the ones who wanted the PS5 that just said, fuck it, I got talked into this at the store, or my friend's son has this, or whatever reason. And maybe they'll upgrade, maybe they won't. There's some will, some won't. Who knows what the percentage will be. But I was just like, why? I was thinking, when I heard this news, I was like, this news makes me happy. And I was like, this is dumb. You know, I've been accused of being a Game Pass shill over the last year, which I'm not. I'd be happy to be, but I'm not. Or an Xbox fanboy, or Jaffe, you're just pissed off at Sony, which I'm not. I would have no reason to be pissed off at PlayStation. So I was just like, well, why would I care? I have an S or an X, which I love, a Switch, which it's okay. I have a PS5, which I love. I have a PC, which I love. Why would I care? And it hit me. I was playing Halo this morning, and again, here's what it is, okay? I think what Sony is doing is just the best in breed, more of the same. Right? You've seen it before. You know what that experience is with Sony if you've played games in the last 5, 6, 7 years. Amazing story. Well, not amazing storytelling, but for video games, amazing storytelling. And some games are amazing storytelling, depending on which ones we're talking about. Amazing production value, really solid fun. Really just best in breed. But it's more of the same. And I don't mean that like, oh, I'm getting bored of it. No, I can't wait for the new Ghost of Tsushima. I can't wait to play Ragnarok. I'm excited for the new Horizon. Of course. But playing on Game Pass, especially now, is really the first time it is an expression of what the promise has been all along, right? I've been okay with it, or more than okay with it, because I love indie games. I love older games that I didn't get a chance to play back in the day or whatever. But now you've got everything. And this is why I got happy, because I just imagine being me and my brother and my friends at Christmas or Hanukkah. We celebrated both, but let's just take Hanukkah because we celebrated that 8 nights. And one of us got one of these fucking things. We got an S. And we weren't like a lot of you guys who watch this show or this channel or whatever. It wasn't like we have to have the bleeding best technology or anything like that, right? We just wanted to have fun. And when you start to look, I've just never seen anything like what this is offering. If you start to look at, for $15 a month, my mind, if I was 15, 12, 8, whatever, when I was, playing games as a kid, my mind would be blown that you're telling me mom, dad got us an S, and I go to the TV and this is all there. This is all available to play day one without any extra money other than the monthly fee. It's just, I don't know yet if, I think when a lot of new people experience this, they're going to be, I can't imagine they're not going to be as shell-shocked as I was and continue to be over the just, I mean, this is just stuff that you can play co-op or competitive on the same couch, right? So imagine having your brother and you're sitting there and it's just like, I mean, this is just one category on Game Pass. It is the craziest motherfucking thing. I think I've been playing games and buying games and making games since on and off since I was 4. Not making games, but I've been involved in games. And I've never seen anything. This is almost like somebody gave you the keys to the toy store or GameStop and said, yeah, you can take whatever you want. Right? And I get it. Some of the best games ever made are not on here. If you want to talk about the Sony stuff, if you want to talk about Mario games and whatnot. But come on, man. I mean, so anyway, the reason I figured it out, the reason I'm excited, is because I remember what it was like being a kid, and it's so rare that magic comes along in technology. The last time I really saw something that impressed me this much as Game Pass firing on in full capacity was the Oculus Quest 1. It just absolutely blew my mind. It was magic. And before that, it was the stuff that Steve Jobs would trot out, whether it was the iPad or the iPhone or the iPod or the new Macs or whatever. This has that feeling of if you're new to this ecosystem and you've never seen anything like this. This is magic. It's like I get all this. I get all these fucking games. Are you out of your fucking mind? It's like, no, it's real. It's fucking real. If I was a kid and I had a dream about this, I'd go, oh, that was the coolest dream. Anyway, so I was just like thinking about the number of people this Christmas and this holiday season that are going to be experiencing this for the first time. And what a whirlwind of 2 weeks being off school and just gorging, like going to a fucking Vegas buffet, but it's just everything, you know, it's amazing. So I was going to get into a video about, more, well, let's talk about, what does it mean that it was the best-selling console and how many people will convert. And it's like, ultimately, none of that really was interesting to me. What was interesting to me is this technology or this service is so tremendously exciting. And again, it's not a Microsoft thing, although they did get there first, but you could debate that. But it's a sense of where we're going as an industry, possibly. And right now, Microsoft is doing it way better than PSN or PS Now, whatever the fuck it's called. And I get it. You could also get PS Plus and get a lot of games. This is different. This is brand new, out of the box. Look at the ratings for Wasteland, that Kingdom game last year that did like 9 out of 10s everywhere. The Kingdom 3, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Psychonauts, Forza, Halo. That's 6 games in basically the course of a year-ish that are brilliantly rated, that are available day one. It's hard to look at PS Plus or PS Now and go, oh, it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. Sony really does. Sony, my dear friends at Sony, I know some of you watch this shit. Y'all need to get ready. Y'all need to get your shit together because this train is barreling at you. And I know you don't want to admit it because it's totally disruptive, but this is the future. You can't see, and you can't see it and not know it. You can just deny it. I'm excited. If you haven't involved yourself in this ecosystem yet of Game Pass, and you got yourself an Xbox or a PC or an S or X this year, I'm jealous of the fact that you get to experience it for the first time because it's magic.